Boo.
Keep your
Boo.
posture straight.
Boo.
3, 2,
Oh, it's been a
1,
while.
Go. Alternate bringing your knees
I was
up
trying to think of
touch
the
the
last
ring
time I
con.
played Ring Fit. It was
Breathe
probably
out
on a
as you raise your
Friday.
knees.
It's probably almost a week ago now.
Last time. All right. Good. Next is the
3,
heel lift
2,
stretch.
1, go.
Bring the insides of your ankles up toward the ring con.
Yeah, I think so. I was
Body.
speed running.
Stretch within the range of your abilities. Last time.
It was a while ago.
Looking great.
I got the world record for World 13, but I didn't submit
Take a
it
big step forward and drop your
because I know I can do much better.
Focus on your form when raising
So
your
rather
arms.
than just like making the moderators
This stretch works your core.
verify a run that I know I'm just gonna make obsolete
Let's do
soon,
one more of each.
didn't seem like
All
a
right.
good use of their time. I mean, I know they're there
Spread
to
your feet.
verify runs, but
Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side.
if I'm not even planning
Comfortable doing
on
the stretch? Make
sticking
sure you're
with the
still
run,
making large movements.
I shouldn't waste their time by making them
This
verify it.
stretch works your back. Let's do one more of each. Great job.
Great job indeed. Well, hopefully things will be good today. Took some time off. Let the body recover a little bit. Every now and then you need to take a break, right? So your muscles can recongeal. Oh, Wes, thank you. I miss that guy. Speaking of missing people, I miss that West of the Sun. He's doing his postdoctorate though, so he's busy. So on February 29th, I'm doing that full game run, right? It's gonna take about 18 hours. Hopefully people will be able to pop in and visit me. Cheer me on while I slowly disintegrate. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, West of the Sun. What a sweetheart. Am I up for it? 18 hours of Ring Fit? Yeah, boys. Let's do this. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a fun run. It's gonna be a real challenge, but yeah, it's the full game. I haven't even beaten the game entirely yet. I just wanted to see what was behind the door. Oh, chair pose level 3. That's cool. 655 attack. We can make use of that. All right, let's play through the story. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I've never done anything like that. A for fun run? For sure. Well, we'll see how I do, right? A monster deer? Is that boy lying? It's the boy who cried monster deer. I want to get the world record for any percent and just like be a hero. I want to do it for all the boys and girls of Twitch. Throw a parade. See how many, set a record for bananas eaten by one idiot. Is that something we can keep track of? Bananas consumed by one person with poor judgment while playing a video game? It'll be the Ring Champ and the Crayola Scoot Champ. Do you know that there's a new world record holder for the Crayola Scoot any percent speedrun? Do you know that I don't have that world record anymore? Did you know that? Are you aware? Yeah, Cat Gaming 9000 came in and and beat my run of 80%. I'm gonna challenge him, but he maybe promised that I wouldn't try to beat his run for a couple of months. My knees are up. So I said fine. But good for him. Part of it is I don't know, at a certain point, like I would rather just be encouraging and have him be excited about the game so we can run the game together rather than just like come back, obliterate his time the day after and discourage him from ever playing again, right?
You did it.
You gotta be a team player, right?
Select a skill.
Yeah, totally. He's been searching for glitches and stuff.
Back press.
It's super cool of him. So I would rather like that than
Okay, let's go.
being like, no, this is my time to assert dominance.
Okay.
I am Liam, the Alpha Gamer. You have no chance to survive. Make your time.
Nicely done.
Ha ha ha.
Good job. Excellent.
Plus, I'm doing this, right?
Well done. Amazing.
After I do the 80% run of this game, we'll start
Excellent.
looking into
Nice.
reclaiming the Crayola Stroot throne from Cat Gaming. Because here's the thing is, like, when a game is not really active,
Nice.
if you have the world record, you don't really have much of an incentive
All right.
to keep going, right? If no one's actually trying to take the time for you.
Great.
Not that it's not worth it or anything, right?
Feels
But it's just
great to move
different
your body, right?
than when people are nipping at your heels. Like in the same way that I haven't been running the game since I got the world record, and then I did one more run because I knew I could improve the time after that. But then after I beat my own world record, it's like, oh, whatever. What's the point?
When you want to vacuum something else, just pull on me from both sides.
My knees are so high. If my knees were any higher, they'd be elbows.
Yay!
What games are you guys playing these days?
You got it.
What are you having fun with?
Pushing me into your stomach.
Apparently not Dragon Quest. The one, by the sounds of it.
Score!
That's like an 8-hour game.
That was a great run.
Oh, thanks.
Turn your exercise into experience points with a victory pose.
Okay. Sounds unorthodox, but I'll give it a try.
Charge your squat power, but don't overextend. Release victory! Whew.
I wonder if I can change the white balance. My camera from here. Let's not worry about it. I'm sure I'll just make it freeze. So there's nobody else is running it. You can do it whenever. There isn't as much to improve. If you get an active then, you know somebody will beat you. Unless you get a really good time, yeah. Multiplayer, nice. I'm glad to hear you're still having fun. It's still a great game. That's quite a game there. But Splatto Bobs. Still worth it, right? I like how it's just called General Store 15. I bought 66 bananas. I think that's too many. The bananas never go bad though. They're different from real bananas in that way. I bought 72 blueberries. Slightly increases running speed. Hello. Hello. What are we wearing now? What does it do? We don't have enough money. I spent all my money. Haven't Speedman them all? I love Speedman is my favorite superhero. You're wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt? That's good. That's a comfy outfit. Sounds like it. How you doing there, Brad? What are the slightly? I think I like the sound of his new gear. It sounds like it'll do more than slightly increase. You lying little brat. You finished another floor of Dungeon Master? How's it going? Does that make you the master of the dungeon yet? Or are you just sort of like a dungeon apprentice? Or are you a dungeon neophyte? We have to do this level again? Something weird has happened out there. The animals have gone crazy! It's literally the boy who cried wolf, but instead it was wolf, it's crying monster deer. I get that idea. Right, and you're the party. Do you remember the story of the boy who cried monster deer? Are we all familiar with that parable? So you're telling me that you at no point will you actually get to be the dungeon master in this game?
I'm all ready. Squeeze. Way to squeeze.
I'm sure somebody has made an editor for Dungeon Master. That's got to be a thing, right? That somebody has done. Look at all those grapes! It's an embarrassment, grapes. Yeah, I'm sure.
Select a skill.
Dark. Blue dark heart. Interesting. We'll have to do side steps at it. Feels like it's exactly the right type of fans.
Super energetic. Go, Uno. Go, Uno.
To do that sort of thing. Maybe this is an overgeneralization, but I feel like a lot of people in the D&D audience are also at least hobbyist programmers. If not now, then certainly, probably back in the day. Well, the right fins, but also
You should feel it in your stomach.
Sure, right.
Not your arm.
where it was easier to do that.
Select a skill and attack.
For sure, right. Yeah. The device you play the game on, you can also make the editor on.
Attack press. Okay, let's go.
It's like it's asking you to, right?
Head fall forward. Great.
They're just tempting you.
Neat. Perfect. Okay. Yes. Yes. Nice. All right. Awesome. Okay. Amazing.
That was weird.
Great.
As opposed to the Nintendo Switch, where the Nintendo Switch is not a good environment to make Ring Fit Adventure custom levels, where all the enemies are deer. Hey Liam, what are your thoughts on Violet? What? I know a lot of people have been hating on him because he didn't find the character. Personally, I think it looks different than the other ones. Doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, I mean, like, I think the thing is that if a completely different character had that moveset, I think people would be on board. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if instead of it was a spear, instead of a spear poke, it was just like a short-range shotgun blast from Doom guy, right? And if instead of being an axe, he threw 2 hand grenades at his feet. And imagine instead of a bow, it was a sniper rifle. And the character worked identically. I think people wouldn't have been pissed off. But at the same time, I can understand why people are have reason to be at least unimpressed with another Fire Emblem character. Because,
Twist.
I mean, what are you going to say?
Left.
You can't say, oh,
Left. Right. Left. Right.
not another Banjo-Kazooie character, right? Oh, you can't say,
Right.
oh, not another
Left.
Resident Evil character. They keep on putting so many perfect dark characters in this game, right?
Right. Left. Right. Halfway there.
So they're like, people are having a real reaction to what I would agree is kind of a problem, right?
20 more.
At this point, there's like, what, like 9, 8, 7 Fire Emblem characters?
10 more.
And there's already a bunch of Fire Emblem characters in the game that a lot of people don't really know much about. Like, I played Fire Emblem Conquest or whatever that one was called, Fates, and I don't really know who Corrin is.
Stomach when you breathe out.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any fondness for that character, and I played the game. Yeah, totally. So, while I think that, like, obviously there's a small percentage of people who are acting out in a very aggressive way by, like, saying some very mean things I will not repeat on stream,
Nice.
and acting like, you know, their family's been murdered. They're ridiculous and shouldn't be paid any attention to.
All right.
Just ignore those people. Pretend they don't exist.
Yes. Nice. Fine work. Wonderful.
So that's sort of my take. Is like,
Excellent.
for me, I'm just kind of like, man. Yeah, the character looks cool, I guess. I mean, the moves look kind of cool, I guess. But to me, they're just like another, like, blue-haired anime dude with a sword. And I really don't care. I really don't care.
Neat.
You know, I'm not the kind of person to get just like rage on stream and say crazy things.
Amazing.
Try to get a good reaction from people or whatever.
Good job.
I just think it's super underwhelming.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, it's just really uninspiring, I think is the thing. it just doesn't evoke the kind of excitement. Like, I've never played any Kingdom Hearts games. I've never played any Resident Evil games. I very barely know who. Like, there's Sora is the one from Kingdom Hearts, I think, and I'm pretty sure Dante is from Resident Evil. I've not played any of those games with them in them, and so like I don't like. It's the same thing with Fire Emblem. In that, like, I've not played Three Houses, so I have like no personal affinity to the character. But at least like those types of characters, I feel like would bring some new color to the game, if that makes sense. Bring in an atmosphere. Or like a unique feeling to the game. But I mean, like, I honestly, it is getting to a point where I can't really tell the difference between the Fire Emblem characters. So here's where I think Fire Emblem characters go wrong. This is like a test you can do for movies or books or screenplays to figure out whether or not you have deep characters. So here's the test. Can you pick any of the Fire Emblem characters? Let's say Marth, because he's been around for the longest. Can you describe Marth without saying anything about how Marth looks? What Marth looks like? Sorry. You can't say anything about what Marth looks like, and you can't say anything that Marth does. Can you describe Marth's character to me, or who he is? And I think this is the problem with all the Fire Emblem characters. They're they feel kind of flat. I mean, go be my guest. Maybe you can do it better than I would be able to. But you can't describe how Marth appears, and you can't describe anything he does. You just have to define him by his character traits, his personality, by his relationships. What do you have for me? You feed all the crazed animals out there. They're Pokemon in the forest. Linus, they don't believe you anymore because you told lies. You were lying to us. We have to go play Big Game Hunter. Bop, bop. Hey, it's a persimmon. How are your persimmons doing, Brad? Yeah, so I mean, if I were to try to do it, I would say that Marth is a brave swordsman who's loyal. But I think that description is more or less the same for all the other Fire Emblem characters. The other thing is that, like, I don't think they look all that different either. Anyways. So I can definitely understand why people are not excited. I cannot understand why people have decided to react as though their babies had just been murdered. That's sort of how I feel about Byleth.
Nice. Well done. Fantastic. Wonderful. Neat. Amazing.
Eventually it'll blow over. The real guts of it will just be determined about
Great.
how good the character is. Because if the character is just like kind of ho-hum, it'll blow over. People will try the character out for a few weeks, decide that they're kind of crappy, and then just forget that they're in the game. Like so many other characters
Perfect.
who like never get any representation.
Good job. Well done. Sharp. All right.
You know, like Dark Pit. You know that Dark Pit is in this game?
Good job.
When's the last time you played as Dark Pit?
Great. Nicely done.
He's just somewhere in the middle. I don't know. What game did they even add him in? Brawl?
Amazing.
So he's somewhere like in the last, like he's in like the 50 to 75% range of the characters. Just somewhere in the middle of the screen.
Great.
I can't tell you where he is on the character select.
10 more. Very nice. Good job. Come on.
It does look like the character is not going to be that great, even though they have some cool tools.
5. Okay.
They're really slow.
Okay. 3. Nice. Come on.
And Smash Bros is usually a game where mobility is king, right?
Your stomach when you breathe out.
Pretty much in every single Smash Bros game, the best characters are always the ones that are highly mobile, right?
Front press. Okay, let's move.
Yeah, they're just different character skins.
Impressive.
Like, I'm not saying get rid of Dark Pit,
Nice.
but also, who is Dark Pit?
Okay.
Why is Dark Pit?
Excellent. Awesome.
I mean, Captain Falcon and
Fantastic.
Palutena are in the game, right?
Fine work.
Captain Falcon is in like 2 games, and you never see him.
Very nice.
But he's a Smash Bros favorite, right? Because he's got spunk, he's got character, right? Save Palutena.
Great to move your body.
There's
Right.
a giant green-haired woman in a robe that looks like she's a goddess with a magic spear
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
and a cool sword who can teleport, or a cool shield and she can teleport. Whereas like Byleth is a person who has a sword, is wearing vaguely medieval clothing.
This will be weird.
But yeah,
Press me on your abs. And
my guess is that like
right.
what'll happen with Byleth is that they'll come out and they'll kind of be like middle of the pack. They'll probably be like not a bad character,
You've been working hard. I think you'll probably level up soon.
but not be great. And everybody who has been playing Smash for years will try them out for a bit, have a little bit of fun, and then go back to playing the character that they've been playing since Brawl, or playing since Melee, and are really good at. 6:15. Let's set that up. And
Get it.
the character will never accomplish anything noteworthy in competitive play, and we will all just kind of forget that they existed at all. That's kind of my guess.
Score.
And all those people who went crazy and raged will probably just never grow up.
Okay, let's select the skill.
I think we should just ignore those people. Like the internet rage machine people, we should just ignore.
Move super energetically. Dos, uno, dos, uno.
Because the only reason why they're doing it is because feeding into the internet rage machine gets people paying attention to them, right?
Get into the groove. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno. Halfway there. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos,
The thing that I'm most excited about for the new update is the Cuphead Mii Fighter and the music from Cuphead. I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream before, but I don't know if you were here. But the music from
your legs bend slightly.
Cuphead was actually composed here, written and recorded here in Toronto by a guy I went to school with.
Select the skill.
And Octorok actually recorded in the same studio that the Cuphead soundtrack was recorded in, Canterbury Music. We were there on Sunday,
Okay, let's move.
which is far more exciting
Target your legs. Okay.
than any of the rage that
Excellent.
was created around
Fantastic.
a Smash Bros. Character. Yeah, so I'm really excited because it's like
Excellent. Great.
a super duper conspicuous appearance of like the Toronto music scene in gaming.
All right.
I'm proud of my city.
Very nice. Nicely done. Good job.
Who was it that I was talking to the other day on stream that said they were
KO.
thinking about going to U of T?
Be sure to stay hydrated. Squat. Okay, let's move. This exercise uses a wide range of muscles. Neat. Well done. Nice. Okay. Amazing. Yes. That battle was epic.
Love ball ribbon. Oh, okay. So it wasn't you. I remember somebody saying that they're planning on going to U of T. I gotta admit, being back in school, like, I just have like information overload at this point. Like, I'm just starting to get, not like disoriented, but there's just like
You got it.
too many new facts coming into my head. I'm having trouble keeping track of
Drop
things.
your hips. Victory!
Ow. One knee lift for one experience point. He. I saw you following me. I knew you'd beat those monsters, so I just pretended to go in first and then followed you. Wait, I have to bring one of those strange animals back to town. I have to protect everyone here, especially her. But to do that, I need to get strong like you. Okay, I've decided. I'm your new student.
Whoa!
Please, coach, you have to teach me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Has a nice ring to it. Can you believe they waited until now to make that pun? That we've made it this far into the game before they've made that specific ring joke? Boom, bop. Boom, boom, boom. Slightly increases running speed. I guess the attack bonus is higher. Is the only real difference then. But hey, we'll take it. Does this have horns? That's amazing. Stone dragon. Alright, we'll get it though. Can't afford it now. See the stone dragon bottoms do anything silly. No, not really. We need more amethyst. I don't know how to get that. Thank you, come again. Pay service fee of 1,000,000 rings. 100 million rings. We don't have that. We only have like 100 rings. What? You can't talk to my coach like that. Violent intent detected. Code purple. Now alerting the proper authorities. Well, we didn't have to pay that 1,000,000 ring fee. We do have to play this stupid squad reel thing. Which I hate. I hate squad wheel. This is my least favorite game.
Ready? Go!
I'm so bad at it.
This exercise uses a wide range of muscles.
Your exercise uses a wide range of muscles.
Try it with your glutes thrust back.
Oh yeah, baby. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Whatever. I don't care. It's like a Mario Party minigame. Why do my circuits hurt so much? You're gonna have to go into the shop. I like this kid. He's a troublemaker.
Okay, let's select the skill. Front press.
Let's make sure we just beat these guys. How about that? 455. Looks like we're going yellow. We got a lot of good yellow thingamarinkies here. Let's use this ginger herb smoothie to double boost our ad power.
Russian twist.
And then we'll Russian twist them to death.
Twist. Left, right, 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 left. Twisting with your legs off the floor works your abs. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Halfway there.
Doesn't look like I'll get them in one.
Right,
Hopefully none of them run away.
left, right,
They're sort of like metal slimes from Dragon Quest.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. 10 more. Left, right, left. 5, right, left, right. You made it! Stand up. No need to rush, though.
This guy's coming at me. He's not running at all.
Feel it in your stomach.
He's getting aggressive.
Your arm.
Great!
Select the skill.
A little tired from being viciously beaten.
Standing twist. Twist. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Your muscles look so happy.
Oh, that's good. It is a lot of experience points. It's a rare Hoplin. Oh, I guess they're a little more rare now. Look at all this stuff down here. Look at all those dinguses. Mountain climbers? Dear God. Fine, we'll do it. We'll do it. Purple ingredient recipe too. Yeah.
Mountain climber.
My most favorite exercise ever.
Move super energetically. Left, right, 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 left. You'll really feel this exercise in your upper body and core. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Halfway there. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. 20 more. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Make big, wide motions. Left, right, left, right. 10 more. Left, right, left. 5, right, left, right. You made it!
I'm actually gonna change my glasses. For whatever reason. These ones stay on better. Okay.
Drop your legs firmly. Uno, dos, 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 uno, dos. Bend your knees slightly as you do this exercise. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos. Halfway there. Uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos. 20 more. Uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos. 10 more. Uno, dos, uno. 5, dos, uno, dos. You made it! Knee lift.
Whew. Those are working.
Move super energetically. Right, left, 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 right. This will work your glutes. Left,
Okay.
Move super energetically. Dos, uno, 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 dos, uno. Use a full range of motion for maximum effect. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno. Halfway there. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno. 20 more. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno. 10 more. Dos, uno, dos. 5, uno, dos, uno. Nice move. D-lift combo.
All right, game. I see. I get what you're doing.
Move super energetically. Left, right, lower down, raise up, 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 then your arm upward. Lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, halfway there.
70.
Raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, 20 more, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, 10 more, lower down, raise up, left, right, 5, left, right, lower down, raise up, left. You made it!
It didn't seem to like my left leg for a bit there. So close. One of these days, I'll get that 100. One of these days. Bravo, bravo. Also bravo. Nice. Purple recipe. Stay hydrated indeed. That's cool. Legs master. Oh boy. Okay. I think we'll do one more and then try out some speed runs. Maybe we'll beat Drago and then go do a really, try to just best my time on a really easy world. A really quick world, rather. Miss Honey, wait! She left. Something I want a lot of the time. Just one of these 2D video game characters who's compelled by it. Alright, well, we can switch things up a bit. Haven't done any bowls. Excuse me. You can do that. Let's get another yoga thing going on here. Let's get that boat pose going on instead of the sidestep thing. He doesn't why does he keep doing it? Because he's a cartoon character.
While pushing in on me, swing me down in front of your stomach. Okay, nice.
Alright, bad guy, let's do this.
Check the enemy's color.
Green Dark Flamingo.
This skill.
The green dark flamingo of the mind.
Evolve, press lunge pose. Slowly twist to the left. Focus on your phone. Slowly return to the starting position. Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs. Slowly twist to the right. That's it. Twist a little more. Keep up your breathing. Twist a little more.
Oh.
Feels great to move your body.
4. It sure does ring. 3. 2. 1. Even those out. Even if I don't get the points. Still worth doing.
Okay, nice.
I know what a squat is. Please, game.
You can jump a little higher by bending your knees more.
The game knows. I've already done thousands of them.
Yeah, nice work.
Why does it always make me learn how to do a squat? I'm sure it's like a health thing where they know that like you're less likely to hurt yourself if they remind you. Gotta go fast? Totally. How's it going, Evia? How's life treating you? Hola. Buenos noches. ¿Cómo estás? Encantada. Buenos noches, yeah. Da 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 da.
Okay.
Laughing in Spanish. How you doing this evening? Good, eating dinner while watching me sweat. Oh boy! Oh wow! I am working up a sweat. It's good though. I haven't played the game for a bit. I got busy with school and with recording and got a little sick.
Left, right, left,
What's for dinner, my dear?
left, right, left, right,
What are you chowing down on?
right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Maintain your breathing as you twist. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Halfway there. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left,
granola bar. It must be a big granola bar if that's what you're having for dinner.
Left, right, left,
It's like a 2-pound granola bar.
left, right, left. 5, right, left, right. You made it. Stand up.
Look at this stupid try-hard deer. Trying to keep those calories low. Or you can just do what I do,
Breathe out.
which is just keep the exercise high.
Select a skill and attack.
This try-hard deer is like, you can't get me one.
Okay, let's move. This exercise uses a wide range of movements. Great! Stick. Sharp.
Nice.
Very nice.
You'd rather start an exercise? Hey, I mean, we've all got our strategies, right? We've all got our strats, our life strats. For me, I enjoy exercising, and I also enjoy eating. So it's just sort of like a win-win, right? There's no downside. You mean I get to exercise and eat? Yeah.
You did it.
That's the winning formula.
Right on.
I'm just weird that way. I'm one of those people where like I get more exercise.
Keep pushing.
I get more energy from exercise than I do from sitting around. Like the easiest way for me to get my energy and my mood up is to exercise.
Score.
So instead of making me tired, you're cursed with the power of laziness. I used to be lazy. I used to be like you. Lazy, unfocused, unambitious, smelly, unlikable. Uncharismatic, vulgar, boring. I used to be riddled with infections. I used to be just like you. I don't know if I'm on the fast path here or on the slow path, but whatever.
You got it.
My exercise advice for people is pretty basic though.
That
Like
was
my-
a great run.
My exercise
Drop
advice
your
is
hips.
just find something you like and then do it.
Victory.
It's not a very revolutionary idea, right? Oh, also buy these useless placebo powders from me for $300. That too. Do something you like, and also buy these supplements. I find I sleep better after exercise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Like I have a problem where if I don't exercise or like do enough during the day, when it comes time for me to go to sleep, I can't get my brain to stop.
Huh?
I was enjoying my walk, then out of nowhere, I was attacked by animals. I like sleeping too. What's your favorite way to sleep? What's your top tier? What's your S tier sleeping routine? You can lend a horse a treadmill, lead a horse to treadmills, but you can't make it run. That's not a real thing, but that's fine. It's a new idiom for me. I was pretty worried. We started lying to everyone. You've helped and become the sweet boy it was for. 4 pillows, that's good. Is that like a pillow for, but not for your head or your neck? One for each arm and one for each leg. You like to hug the pillows. So you're like the big spoon in the pasta pillow situation. You're the noodles and the pillows are the dumpling. Nice. I get that. I think that's a good move. Do you ever refer to your pillows as your dumplings? Yeah, I mean if you're the big spoon, you're the noodles, and the small spoon is the little spoon is the dumplings. I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of that. Somebody must have said that before. You don't? They're nameless? I think that's probably best. Only Drago would lie to a child. But the hero guy said that muscles never lie, and he had so many. Muscles themselves don't lie, but the muscle operator can be liar. There you go, Linus. This is some comeuppance. Deceiving an innocent child. No, deceiving an innocent student. Drago must be stopped. Alright, it's leg day. We've been informed. Well, luckily, I got a set of good ones. So for me, I always have a hard time getting to sleep. So I have a routine. I have like a whole ritual that I go through. You love doing legs? You hate arms? I like it all. I like it all, baby. It's all right with me. The thing that I'm worse with is front core. My back is really strong from having played so much bass and piano and just like having good posture in general. That's required for musicians, but as a result, my front is not as sturdy as it could be. But I like it all. I like anything that's a challenge. I'm up for. Double battle XP. Let's pound some persimmons. Doubles money. I guess I don't have much of those, so I don't need to make them. Doubles corn. Corn soup. Now with extra corn. Hot corn water.
Let's squeeze.
Too much fat everywhere? You need fat on your body, though. Otherwise, you're going to get sick. There's different types of fat, right? You've got white fat. You've got gray fat. And you've got brown fat, right? So white fat is usually the stuff that's like on your gut or on your underarms or whatever. And that's the stuff that you get more or less when you eat more than, say, you needed to for a period of time and your body's just storing that food as energy, making it available for you to burn in the future. And then you have gray fat, which is usually the stuff that's like places like the small of your back.
Try to squeeze
Right,
me really hard.
your inner thighs. Usually it's around your core a bit, right? And that's the part of your that fat helps your immune system and helps make things like endorphins and dopamine and other hormones that They keep you showing people your beautiful smile. That's what that there for. And then your brown fat is like the stuff that's in between your bones and like the sticky stuff that it's like in between your ribs and protects your joints and whatnot. And that's the stuff that like both helps your joints and ligaments and stuff like that stay healthy. And it also is helpful to support your immune system. Because that's where like your blood is getting filtered in part, and you have too much of the first two. You can't really have too much of gray fat, right? The amount that you have is kind of given to you by genetics. It's one of the reasons why like extreme fitness people get sick so much, is because their body fat percentage is too low, and they start to lose their gray and their brown fat, and therefore lose their ability to like maintain their health. It's one of these things where like the biggest thing that determines whether or not you have six-pack abs is not whether or not you have strong abdominal muscles, but it's completely just a matter of what your body fat percentage is. Your body fat percentage needs to be low in order to have six-pack abs. In fact, it needs to be low enough that it's unhealthy. So you can guarantee that in a manner of speaking, anybody who has six-pack abs is actually like out of shape, so to speak. They would be healthier if they had more fat on their body. So if, like, it's mostly how much gray fat you have is basically just determined by your genetics, unless you've lost too much weight, right? So if you've been given, if you have a lot of gray fat, you've kind of won the genetic lottery. You want to have a lot of gray fat because it helps you prevent you from getting the flu. It helps you not get sick. If you lose it, like, you're in trouble.
Doing great.
Like, that's one of the things that kills old people, right?
You did it.
That's when they get older and their body isn't as good as maintaining those kinds of balances, and they start to lose stuff like like the balance between the different types of fat in their body, and they get sick. So if you're like getting rid of your gray fat, it's like you're prematurely old.
You can't lie to
Hiking
me.
top
Dragon.
at the same time.
You wouldn't still be doing squats if you were done.
Evie, I've done so many squats.
Squats
You don't
are
even know.
perfect for training the lower body. They're one of the big three of muscle training.
It's true. It's true, baby. Yeah, I've done over 3,000 squats since I got this game. Regularly while playing this thing, like I'll do over 100
You
squats
should
in a
attack
session.
your blue skills.
I just don't feel them anymore.
Skill.
It's just like they're not even there, right? We only have singles, eh? That's too bad. 320. Let's do this then. I just need to get rid of the blue dude. Well, really, I'd like to get rid of both of them, but you know what I can do? Do I have one of these, like, turn things blue? Yeah. I mean, that's all it is, though, right? You just do a bunch. 455. I think is my best multi. That.
Russian twist.
But it's just like anything else, right? You do enough of it, you just get good at it.
Twist. Left. Right. 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 Left. Twisting with your legs off the floor works your abs. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Halfway there.
I guess it's one of those things where it's like,
Left.
if you never do things the easy way,
Right. Left.
you never really have to do things the hard way.
Four. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. 10 more. Left. Right. Left.
You're just always ready.
5. Left. Right. Left. Right. You made it! Stand up. No need to rush, though.
Abgard.
Feel it in your stomach.
They totally do. I had this experience in class. I'm in school again, right? And me being me, I'm always a week ahead of where we are in class. And I was trying to like talk to my classmates about it, and they're acting as though like I'm being like I work really hard and I'm super
Skill and attack.
kind of like proactive or whatever, but really it is I'm just being lazy. It just means that in the end I'll have to do less work
Press.
because I've already read all the material
Okay.
before class
Press in on the ring con as you breathe out.
instead of going to class, have no idea what the professor's talking about and reading later.
Excellent. Nice. Fantastic.
So if you're only going to read it once,
Very nice.
you might as well read it beforehand. You spend the exact same amount of time reading.
Excellent.
You just get more out of it.
Great.
You don't have to work as hard.
Keep it up. Well done. Perfect. Great. Awesome.
No big deal, right?
Fine work. Wonderful. Good job. Amazing. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Amazing.
But all you got to do is just like
Fine work.
get ready. You get ready, right? For a lot of classes, especially if it's something like, you know, one of my classes, Communication 101, which is a stupid class, but I have to take it. Might as well do a good job of it, but I have to take it, which I didn't.
Okay.
But like, it's a class that 1,000 people take every semester, every year, right? The course doesn't change year from year. So like all the course materials are already available before the first day of class, because it would be more work for the teacher to take them down.
All right.
Right, so they just leave them up.
Fantastic. Let's keep going. Very nice. Yes.
So I just did
Okay.
a couple weeks worth of readings and assignments before school even started. And yeah, I touched them up after I met the professor and got a better idea of what they were looking for.
5.
But as a result, like, for the whole year, I'll be ahead.
1 left. Excellent.
Nice! You don't want to? You don't love school? That's fair. Why don't you want to go to school?
Be sure to stay hydrated.
Are the people bullying you? Do you like sleeping? That's fair.
Hopeful.
Well, I mean,
Okay. Let's move. Hold it away
I don't know.
from the legs to aim. Well done.
I don't know if there's any practical advice I can give you.
Good job.
I'll,
Nice. Keep it up.
no friends now? Well, that'll make it easier to sleep, because you won't be tempted to, do anything outside of class, right? Did you transfer? How was that?
Fantastic. Nice. Nicely done. Neat. Amazing. Great. Keep it up.
Was that scary or were you into it?
All right. Fantastic.
You didn't like what you were? Or where? Oh, you didn't like what you were studying. Okay, so you're not doing engineering anymore?
Good job.
You're not going to become an engineer?
Great. Let's pick up the pace. Very nice. You got it. Fine work. Fantastic. Keep it up. Nice. Well done. Okay.
Okay.
Switch sides.
I don't understand though. You'll have to tell me more. There's something I don't have the full story.
Okay, let's move. Hold the ring on while breathing in. Yes! Yes!
Geological engineering. Okay. Right.
Excellent.
Well, that's cool. Is that why you were
Okay.
trying to decipher poorly photocopied pictures of rock?
Nice. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Wonderful. Fantastic. Nice. Great.
Rocks are sweet.
Fantastic. Great.
I think anybody who doesn't like rocks is a damn fool. They're just a moron.
Fine work. All right.
They're just a low tier idiot.
Good job.
I think in the past I asked you what your favorite rock was.
Very nice. Amazing.
I forget what you told me. Maybe it was quartz?
Increase your pace. Great. Very
That rings a bell for some
Keep
reason.
it up. Fine work. Excellent. 3. Well done. Keep it up. Perfect.
Yeah, quartz. In its own way. You just have to be willing to see the best in it. This is my big move. 655 video game points.
Okay, let's go. This will focus on working your
So this is why
back fall so your
I can
aim
talk while doing this.
forward.
From having done
Nice.
so many straight sets of 40 squats
Well done.
over and over again.
Okay.
And we can carry on like we're just sitting on the couch.
Sharp. Yes.
Just me and you. Having a light chat.
Very nice. Excellent. Great. Fine work. Keep it up.
I'll get winded by the end though.
Great.
By the end of the 40, I'll get hoarse.
Yes. Yes. Nicely done. Fantastic. Excellent. Wonderful. Well done. Perfect. Nice. Keep it up. All right. Awesome.
There you go, that's better.
Good job. Neat. Okay. Amazing. Challenge yourself. Okay. Okay. Great. 10 more. Great. Good job. You got it. All right. 5. Come on. Yes. Yes. 3. Neat. Fantastic. 1 left. Nice move.
And that's how you do 40 squats.
Overhead squat.
Oh god. My reward for 40 squats is more squats. It's like the game knew.
Lower your hips. Keep your legs bent.
Yeah, I've heard people say that before. That they find just watching me play exhausting. What am I to do? I'm gonna be here for a bit. Got any questions for me while I'm while we're all waiting?
Fantastic. All right. Well done. Good job.
Oh. 19.
Don't push it. Take a break if you need to.
All right. Okay. I'll admit it.
Side rest.
This is some weird arm wrestling. You've never heard of Japanese foot wrestling? How's it going, Nintendo Air Code? How's life treating you?
Okay, let's go. Be careful not to drop the ring toss. Fantastic.
Doing good?
Very nice.
How do you feel with the new Smash Bros.
Nice.
character? Everyone's been raging.
Great.
I'm most excited about Cuphead, though, being in Smash.
Fine work. Amazing. Well done.
Yeah, the moveset looks cool. Kind of like a heavy. Somewhere in between, right? Sort of like if Samus didn't have a gun. It's the way I'm thinking about it.
Drop your
One
hips.
more. One more squat for the road.
Victory.
That was a good one. That counted as a workout. If I remember correctly, if you're based out of Puerto Rico, right? And then are there other people doing Ring Fit speedruns? Yes, there are. Not just me. I'm the main person who's doing individual world runs. There's more competition for things like 80% World 1, 80% World 2. Those are the main active categories. There's probably like 20 active runners right now, so it's not a huge community of speedrunners, but people are definitely running the game. Born and raised in Puerto Rico. Nice. That's sweet. Just thinking about it. I guess I don't know geographically how close it is to the rest of Central America. Probably not very, right? It's one of those things where it's like Bermuda. Like in my mind's eye, I know where Bermuda is. But if I had to like point to it on a map, I couldn't without the labels, if that makes sense. It's not far. It's not far. It's closer than other things. You're closer to Central America than you are to me, I think is what's worth saying. Pasquanta knows Central America better than I do. That's for true. Pasquanta. Pasquanta. Don't worry, kid. It's okay. You didn't get hurt out there, did you? Close enough. That's cool. Miss Honey told us everything, so you're really a monster deer. Yeah, we killed a bunch of monster deer. See ya, Evia. It's been a pleasure. Have a great sleep. Enjoy your wakeless hours. I'm gonna miss being called coach. So I think next is Drago arms form. So his arms mega evolution, I think is what we're looking at next time. The Iceman flexeth. That's funny. Wow, it got really chilly all of a sudden. Drago.
Wow.
A stroll across the summits. Okay, I think we'll try speedrunning a level now, rather than doing what I'm doing here. Get my butt whoops. Y'all hear about that political news about the guy? That was something, eh? Sorry, I'm being a troll. How you doing, Nintendo Binary Code? Got any good stories? How's life treating you? How do you even get amethysts in this game? I don't even know where they come from. They just sort of show up in my inventory every now and then. Oh, I forgot to use the double power and double experience smoothies on Drago. Oh well, whatever. Okay. What's a world I haven't speedrun yet? We can either try running a shorter world, or we can route out a world I haven't run yet. Bop, bop, boo-doo-dap. What is this? Ring Fit. All those squats are getting to my brain. Let's look at this level leaderboard. See how we're doing. World 14. Up, boop, boo-doo. I guess World 17 wouldn't be so bad to speedrun. Oh, we're already there, so it won't let me move. You have to do... Yeah. Try to think, what would the rope be? What would the rope be? Where's the Sporta one? World 4. What's the time for World 4? Let's read the rules really quick to see what counts. Bum bum bum. Ba-da boop bum bum bum. You can take the shortest path, even if it's not allowed in the first playthrough. Cool. So this would be 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do this then. Let's make a road for World 17. And then we can run it. And that'll be fun. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Boo-da. Bum bum. Ba-da-da. Boom. Okay, so first it'll be the Hamstring Marsh. I wonder if I'll need to use a smoothie there. So I remember there was a fight with one of those deer underneath the, like an overhang. Hangon Bridge. And then the next is Drago Stadium. Okay. Let's calibrate, do that nonsense. Alright, it's calibration time. Difficulty level 30. Ring on calibration.
Hold the ring con in both hands while facing forward. Press in hard on the ring con. Okay.
Okay.
Face forward, holding the ring con in both hands. Pull outward hard on the ring con. Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, and now we just need to do legses. Oops, legses, oops.
Spread your feet slightly and stand up straight. Lightly jog in place, staying aware of your surroundings. Okay. Spread your feet slightly and stand up straight. Quickly jog in place. Okay.
I wish it gave like a little sound for like the speed that Tip is jogging, but I can definitely understand why it would throw some people off, like not being able to sync with it. I'm sure they tested that. As a sound designer, that's like one of the first things I would try out. All right, well, we'll learn some of these things. We'll see how it goes. Probably do a couple of these. All right, speedrunning time. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, time to run.
That sucks. That's not what I meant. I think it was right there before the evil deer. I think there's a log here.
Okay, good.
I guess there's fewer enemies now that the scripted enemy is gone.
Drop your hips. Victory!
Please don't level up in the next level. I might.
All right, let's move.
Oh, come on. Damn.
Yeah, doing
I gotta speed those sequences up.
nice work.
Okay, there's a group of enemies down this hill. Yeah. Or just the one, but still. I feel like the XP situation is going to be pretty close. So I don't want to risk the level up by getting that at all. I might get a level up. Oops. That sucks. Overshot it a little bit. It's too bad.
Doing great. You've been working hard. I think you'll probably level up soon.
Don't say that. Ugh. I think I will too.
Drop your hips. Victory!
All things considered, that was a pretty harmless level up though. Oops.
Okay, time to run.
This is just squats, right?
Now slowly extend your knees.
My left leg is feeling tired. We'll have to stop after this.
Doing great. Keep going.
I think it was that long squat hold at the end of the Drago fight.
Almost done.
That was just like a little too much.
Right on.
Here we go.
Doing great. Drop your hips. Victory!
Okay. Cool. 8:21. I can be proud of that. That's not a bad run at all. That's not a bad run at all. I'm tired. My left leg is definitely like unhappy with those squat holds that I did with Drago. So we're gonna call that a ring fit session. But hey, new world record. I know I can do it better than an 821. We need to fix up those bootstrap tower sections because I could go not a lot faster, but I think quite a bit faster than we were doing them today. A few seconds to shave off, but it's speedrunning, right? Every second is needed. Oh yeah, I mean we did 151 squats today. No one can be sad. Well, guess what? Well, that's good. 300 feels nice. Crescent wrench poser. That's fine. Nice. Avoid them more. Hey, you know, if we gotta do them, we might as well do them well.
Let's begin our static stretching. You won't need the ring con. Be mindful of your body and stretch within the range of your ability. Use your right hand to pull back the fingers of your left hand. While arching back your left wrist, stretch your left arm forward.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me for another fun live stream of Ring Fit
Now
Adventure.
do the same on the opposite side.
Getting more world records. Getting more exercise.
You can get a deeper stretch by pulling
Talking to
your arm
friends.
closer.
It's been good. It's been a good session. I gotta take a
Bring
break.
yourself back slowly.
Have a snack and a shower.
Raise both arms and pull down on your left elbow.
But I'm gonna be back in a while
Stretch your upper arms while pulling your elbow downward.
to play. Probably Pokemon, if I'm being real. I will return to my Dragon Quest II playthrough,
Now do the same on the opposite side.
but I need to do it at a time where I feel like I have brain power.
Stretch slowly and don't hold your breath.
Maybe I'll do that on Saturday. For whatever reason, you know, with this story game, I feel like
Bring yourself back slowly.
I can't really stream it
Join
unless
your hands
like I'm
together in front of you.
together.
Position your glutes as
In
if
the
you want
head.
to sit down. Then stretch your hands forward.
I feel like for me, part of the point of streaming a game like that is the commentary, right? To have interesting and hopefully
Bring yourself back slowly.
even insightful things to say about the game as I play through.
Put your right
Yeah.
leg forward and put your hands on your hips.
And if I'm all
Bend
like
your
mush
right
brained,
knee and stretch out your left calf.
I don't feel like I can do that well. So, but yeah, all the usual things, you know. Follow me on
Now switch
Twitter and
legs.
join the Discord if you haven't. It's fun there.
Shift your
on
center
YouTube.
balance forward and
If
stretch
you're
out
watching
the
this on
opposite
Twitch,
side.
if you're watching on Twitch, I'm on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm on Twitch. I think I said the same thing twice.
Bring yourself back slowly.
You know what I mean, though.
Widen your stance, place your hands on your knees, and drop your hips. Rotate your left shoulder inward and extend your left hip joint. Return to facing forward. Now stretch your right hip joint too. Point your knees and toes outward. Bring yourself back slowly,
Yeah, my legs are feeling it for
and
sure.
your stretching is complete. Good job.
That's good stuff. That was a good one today. I feel good.